Bills Mafia, this is BWO. Let's go!
Well, welcome to this week's episode of the BWO. Obviously, we have Buffalo Spartan.
What up?
We have Corey.
What up?
Patrick. So, Corey, we're going to start it off with you. We have our giveaway to bring up the wheel.
I should have grabbed the helmet off the table over there, Hon, to show it. I mean, everyone's seen it online. No, I want to thank everybody for donating and putting their name in for this giveaway. Like I said, Pat was generous enough to come up with this. Him and Spartan, I guess, talked about it, and Pat had the helmet and donated it. So that's something they wanted to do for me and my family. So I thank you guys and everybody that donated and everybody that's name is on there, or that even if you just shared it out, whatever. Thank you guys so much, man. Update real quick. Ella's mom, Tashina, the bad car accident she was in, she was given, now that Ella knows more, I can say it. She was given 7%, like not even given. They said she didn't hit anybody and nobody hit her. She went off the road, hit a telephone pole, a tree, like literally should have died. She was unresponsive, all that. They give it like a 7% chance of even making it to the hospital on time. Her neck didn't just dislocate from her body. Her neck and her spine completely separated. So like just flesh was holding her together for a while, and they were able to get there in time and fuse it back together. And then they said it's initially a year-long recovery in the hospital, up to a year it could be, like 6 to 8 months, and then a bunch of time at home. But the accident was literally almost just about 2 months ago today, just about like another week or so or whenever. It'll be just about 2 months since it happened. And she comes home on Friday. Well, goes to her home. She goes home Friday. She's still going to have recovery and stuff. She just got her trach taken out. She'll still have the neck brace for a little bit, I guess, and she has like a walker. But she literally should have, I mean, after she keeps going through some therapy and stuff like that, she should pretty much by the end of it just have some scars from everything, and that's about it. Nothing too major. So everything healed up pretty much back to normal. So if you don't believe in God, I guess you have to, kind of, because that's crazy. So like I said, thank everybody, and whoever wins, good luck.
Yeah. Well, it won't be me, but I never win the wheel anyway, so.
Won't be me either. It may be someone in my family, but it ain't me.
Hey, Ella's name is on there, so if she gets it, it's just gonna get donated or sent to somebody.
Yeah.
My name ain't even.
But
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and spin it.
L.
Let's see.
who?
Who is it?
Me.
My neighbor.
Ah,
My neighbor won it.
dude, that was dumb. I thought it was about to be Swank. I was like, oh shit.
My neighbor won that.
Nice.
That was the one that came
Martin
over.
be like, hey man, just bring it to my house. I'll give it to her, bro, and we'll see it on a shelf in like 4 months, dude. Be like, yo, what's that in the background, dog?
That was the one that remember after we were talking that one time she came
Right
over
across
to
the
house?
road.
Yeah. She came right over to the house. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna text her real quick.
That's funny. Tell her I'll hand deliver it.
Yeah, I don't know if she's watching or not, so I'm gonna text her.
Well, congratulations, and I hope you enjoy the.
Yeah, you are good. Oh, that's just. Yeah.
So.
Like I said, Ella will be with her mom this weekend, so if pretty sure I don't have nothing on, I'll drive down there and bring it down.
All right.
Yeah, I
well,
think the only thing I got this weekend is my brakes, I think. I got to do my brakes and my rotors, but other than that, I should be home. We'll talk offline.
All right.
Well, so we'll go into a little bit of some news going around the NFL real quick. It's not really Bills related yet, but there are some notable players that have been announced that are going to be released. Obviously, won't be officially released until Wednesday next week, but Stephon Diggs is listed on there.
Fuck that guy.
My take is, look, I'm not going to say yes or no to him being back, but the only way he can come back is if Josh Allen goes out there and says, "I want this guy back." Other than that, no way.
Yeah.
Keep his diva ass ways away.
You have Kyler Murray, who is going to be released from the Cardinals, which I'm a little shocked on that. I would have figured that team would have at least tried to figure out how to trade him and get something for him.
No one wants a fucking 3'4" quarterback.
I mean, you're telling me he's better? He's worse than Justin Fields?
I was gonna say, like I said in the beginning, if we could get him, but I know he'd want way too much for a backup, but he's not gonna want to be a backup anywhere.
No. Well,
Miami or somebody will pay him.
Look, someone's going to get him for cheap because he's got a pretty good guarantee coming from the Cardinals this year, regardless if they keep him or not. So, good majority of his salary is already going to be paid the minute he walks out the door. So, I think it's like $39 million he's walking out of Arizona with. It's not bad. Somebody's probably going to get him on a cheaper, prove-it 1-year deal coming up. I mean, notable places that I think would get him would be obviously the Jets, the Dolphins, possibly the Steelers. And then the bigger news was the fact that, so yesterday was the deadline to franchise tag players. Now, the Bills did not tag anybody, which I didn't expect them really to do it. But the Seahawks did not franchise tag Kenneth Walker, which means he's going to be a free agent. To me, that's a notable guy going to test the market. The Colts gave I forget the exact term, but they gave him a tag. It's a type of tag, but he's allowed to test the free agent market, and then the Colts will have to make the decision if a team makes him an offer to either match the offer or let him go. But I think the way he played for them last year, I think the Colts need to figure out how to keep Daniel Jones. Besides, if he's still in Indianapolis, he still has the coolest nickname in football.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, something's going on with it. It's like showing some comments here, but then some comments here, but then other comments there. Like here, it shows one.
I got one here.
Yeah.
And then
my homie.
And then on the one live I'm on right now, I can't tell which one of ours it is. There's like 5 already. Like Jared, Bobby, Jeremiah.
It was a shared one.
Oh.
It's not the main one. It's a shared one.
Oh. Watch the main one, you cheap bitches. No.
I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hey, the fact that it's working and hasn't kicked us off yet, I'll take it as a win.
Hey, fuck it.
I do want to, send out my condolences to the Holtz family. The legendary Notre Dame coach, Lou Holtz, passed away today.
Yeah.
So, that'd be like us losing.
Crying.
Well, I figured he was going to cry over the giveaway, but okay. You can do your impression of Adam when it's the size.
Adam's a bum.
So, all right. So we decided that we discussed it, and we said the topic for this week would be, epic moments. And
how about a Spartan's birthday coming up? How about fucking Corey's birthday coming up? The fuck?
Isn't your birthday tomorrow, Spartan?
Friday.
The 6th, ain't it?
Friday.
Oh, snap. My brother's was just yesterday.
Mm.
You'll be what, 50 now?
No, not yet. That's next year.
Huh.
49.
Oh boy.
I know I look young for my age. So.
That's an old bitch. No. Hey man, I'm only gonna be 38 next week, man. I make that shit. I still look like I'm 20.
Whatever.
Fuck y'all, don't say
I
shit.
don't know what.
I know, Corey, take your hat off and let's see if you're
Yo,
still
y'all old and blind. You need some glasses. All right.
You're already balding. Okay, I'm not.
Yo, look. I'm gonna do it one time. I haven't shaved my head in a hot minute. Yo, look at this.
Wow.
At least you have hair.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
And
balding. And I'm 11 years older than you.
What's the more important part is Spartan's going to be 49 and he can still get it up.
Yeah,
Let's talk about your hair.
without a blue hair or without a blue pill.
Without a blue hair. Spartan got a red mohawk and a blue mohawk. Hey!
Hey, there's certain things we didn't need to know, but apparently we do now. So anyways, Spartan, I guess since you're the oldest of us, you should remember most of these. But we had there have been some epic moments in Buffalo sports histories. You know, you talk about the Sabres, the Bills. I mean, I have a list of different ones we can go over, but we'll let the upcoming birthday boy take the reins. And what's one of the ones that you, no matter what will happen, you'll never come out of your head?
Wide right.
Which one?
The Norwood.
He's talking about behind the bleachers in high school with his first girlfriend too.
No, wide right. When I was in high school, I was in a pool, and I mean, my mom's in the comments, but not. She doesn't post. I don't know what. She's probably on my live, or my feed, but the wide right game at the time, I was kind of like a low-key Bills fan at the time. I was more into the Dallas Cowboys, don't hate me. And I was in a pool, and if Norwood would have kicked that, I would have won $400. So I was a little salty. $400 that I couldn't have had.
Sure.
Damn kick.
Oh, she heard about the blue hair.
If it wasn't Buffalo Spartan, it was Buffalo Smurf.
I did try blue up here. The problem is it fades away in like 2 days. It's terrible. So I couldn't get a good enough blue to stick. I looked like a Carolina fan at the NFL draft in Vegas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I want that.
Yeah. I have friends that are Carolina fans, and I'm surprised that they're happy to be Carolina fans. No, I'm just kidding, DJ, if you're watching.
You gotta show your hair. My daughter Hadley wants to see your hair, Jared said.
Red or the blue?
It's pink right now, but
off season is pink and white.
Yeah, it's pink and gray. There's grays.
Have you ever done like a fucking? Oh, sorry, there's kids watching. My fault. Have you ever done like a red, white, blue, or like a blue, white, red, like all three colors?
No,
like
because I do it myself, and I'm not that talented.
You can at least do the front half red and the back half blue. But I can do it for you now.
I can do it for you now. Well, the problem is the blue fades too quick.
Use Arctic Fox.
I did try Arctic Fox there, Brooke. I tried Arctic Fox. I've tried what's that, Mega or something, Manic Panic. And the one that I use, for the red, I use Rock Lobster from what is that one? I can't think of the name of it now. It's Rock Lobster's the color. I'll have to find that. I'll have to find it. I can't think of it. Oh, what the heck is the name of that damn? This is gonna bother me. Y'all got me on a tangent now.
Well,
Old
So you
people
brought
problems.
brought up wide right. I mean, let's be honest. Corey and I were just little kids at that point. I don't even know if Corey was around.
Good die
What
young.
year
That's
was
what
that?
it is. Good die young.
That was what 1990 or 89. That was the first Super Bowl, the one against the Giants.
Yeah, I was born in '88, so I think I was. Even if I was born, I don't like. I mean, obviously, I remember and like seeing the story, all that, but I don't remember it. Remember it like I wasn't. I was barely even anything then. But
Young Bucks.
So Corey, do you have one that stands out in your head? And look, anybody in the comments, hey, put up one. We'll gladly talk about it. Again, it doesn't have to be just Bills. It could be Bills, Sabres,
any
Buffalo
famous
Wild.
Buffalo sports,
Hey,
any type of sport too.
Anybody even remembers who they are? The Buffalo Braves, the basketball team.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know anything that happened with them, but
mine is going to be, obviously, we talked about it before. I posted the video about it the other day that I think helped to get this idea rolling was the 2007 brawl. And even though I'm a Rangers fan against the Sabres and the Senators, where even it came down to the goalies were going at it, the coaches were up on the standing up across the glass, banging at it, yelling at each other. You thought they were going to jump. Like the fans, it was one of the craziest, wildest. Like I thought hockey could have been banned from that type deal.
oh, you knew after Drury got taken out, and then you saw the players that Lindy Ruff put on the ice to take that face off. I'm like, that puck's dropping and fists are flying.
Yeah. I was really hoping those coaches were going to jump down and just friggin' go at it.
So it's funny. You go back to that, and you go back to certain guys that talk about it. Rob Ray is sitting there holding the mic, and it's because of the profanities that were coming out of the two coaches' mouths. They were screaming to Rob in his ear, "Hey, hold the mic. We can't let them, because otherwise everybody was going to hear what they were saying." I was like, "Oh, we don't want to hear what they're saying." But yeah,
True.
I mean, that was probably the first time I can recall seeing two goalies fight too. You know,
Yeah, I would say it's only happened a handful of times.
I mean, Braun had no business being in that fight. Ray Emery's a former, amateur boxer in his own right, but
I mean, you could even talk. I don't know if you would consider it just a Buffalo moment since like Jack Hughes stole the spotlight, but Tage Thompson was on the hockey team just now that won the gold medal. I mean, that's history right there. That didn't happen since what, 1980?
That's one of the ones I wanted to bring up. And as a Sabres fan, that's not the first time we've seen a Sabres player go win the gold medal and come back. We saw that with Dominik Hasek.
Oh yeah.
Douglas Hockey, he came back, and dude, the amount of stuff that they were doing for him was insane. I did see that Joey Hatch said 13 seconds. Yeah. I don't know if we really want to talk about that one yet, but I'll bring one up for the Bills. The Music City Screwjob. I know everybody else calls it the Music City Miracle, but that was a forward pass. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And literally, like, it's funny because going into that game, I think as a kid, I was watching that game and I was like, man, it just felt like whoever was going to win that game was going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. When the Titans ended up going there, they lost, but and that set the Bills back a lot because that's what started the 17-year drought. And we can blame that as the reason the Bills lost, but let's be honest, we lost that game the minute we decided to start Rob Johnson as the quarterback over Doug Flutie in that game. So
true.
Spartan, you got another one?
Yep. Let's see. It's the 4th now, so we'll say in 18 days will be the 37th anniversary of Clip Malarchuk getting slashed in his throat on March 22nd, 1989.
Yep.
That was like a horrific thing to see. I was 12, by the way. But yeah, that was kind of horrific.
Yeah, you remember seeing. I remember seeing. I mean, '89. I was 4.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing highlights of it years later. But I remember you just hear Rick Jenneret screaming, "Stop showing it! Get the camera off!"
It was bad.
Ironically, though, that one wasn't even close to being the worst one that happened in Buffalo.
No.
You understand that the only times it's happened twice in the NHL, which is
And
odd.
both were Buffalo.
Now, hold on. Players have gotten slashed with skates in other spots, but in their neck, it's only happened twice. But it's all happened both times in Buffalo. The other one was the Richard Zednik when he played for the Florida Panthers in 2008.
Yeah.
And his was bad because he actually he got his jugular hit. And you saw when he got up, the neck almost puked on the boards. You can't unsee that. Had he not gotten up and skated to the bench, he'd have died on the ice. Because by the time they would have gotten out there to him and gotten him to the back, the best thing that he did was he got up and went to the bench. I don't know how he got up, but he did. But Corey, you got any other ones?
The one that Adam actually just shared is where I was going to go next. The Bills blowout against the Patriots. The one where Sam Adams got the pick 6.
Yeah.
For like, was it the pick 6 or did he get tackled just before? I know he had like 2 picks in his crib, but one. My brother got me his jersey, man. I had a Sam Adams jersey. I wish I still had it. But I just remember that was like the years of the Patriots. Like, you didn't even want to watch those games. You knew we were just going to get folded at least 30-0 every time. And then that game, we just came out of nowhere and beat it. I forget the exact score, but it was like 30 or 30-something to 0. And it was just one of those crazy games for Buffalo that you were like you said, it was the drought era. So even though you probably went 1-15 that year, it didn't matter because that one game was like, fuck yeah, man. That was like our Super Bowl.
Well, what's funny about that is that was the season opening game for the Bills that year and home opener. And we beat them 31-0. And then the last game of the regular season that year happened to be against the Patriots. They beat us 31-0. And that's what started the Tom Brady 20-year kicking the crap out of the Bills. I'll do it for my mom, but let's be honest, one of the most memorable things that happened for the Bills, unfortunately, is the Damar Hamlin incident. I know it didn't happen in Buffalo, but it still involved the Bills player. And, man, I got to say, the positive thing that did was for that brief, 2 weeks, you saw the world and the country pretty much put their differences aside for Damar Hamlin. I'm like,
yeah.
So, and look, I know he's probably not going to get re-signed with the Bills, but the amount of support and movement he's done to promote CPR and AEDs being put in buildings is incredible. So, and I know he said no matter what happens with him and the Bills going forward, free agency or not, he's going to continue pushing for CPR, everybody to know CPR and everything, which is great.
Yeah.
But it would be bad to not talk about, if we talked about him with that, the next game and Hakeem Hines 2 kick returns. Because to me,
That's the first kickoff, right? Wasn't it the first one to start the game?
Yep.
Even the announcer couldn't hold it back. He's like, "This is storybook," losing his voice and stuff. You could see McDermott for half a second. You could see and that's one thing. As much as we dog McDermott on the show that I liked, even you could see him. The one guy picked him up, and McDermott looked like he was about to lose it, and then realized yo, everybody's going nuts right now. Let me be the one to calm down. And you can see instantly he shut it off. He's like, okay, emotion's gone. Real quick. Yo, come on, we still got a game. But that dude, I remember watching that. That shit got me goosebumps right now. I remember watching that in the moment, man, and being jumping up and down. Backflip, and you're like, oh my God.
So Joey Hatch brought it up here, the game where the cornerback Nate Clemens.
Nate Clements. Yep.
That shit got me teared up. Where he leveled Tom Brady, son.
I still to this day cannot figure out how Tom Brady got up.
We should have had a clip of that shit ready to show, man.
Tom
Dude,
Brady talks about that hit.
he does. To this day. When they asked him what's the hardest hit, and he'll say Nate Clements for the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
And he says every time he talks about it, he feels the hit to this day.
Mm-hmm.
That's how memorable. And again,
And hey, kudos to Tom Brady for getting laid there for half a second, and then same thing was like, fuck. He's like, if I don't get up, everybody's gonna roast me. I'm gonna be a meme type thing.
I'm not sure there was a thought going through his head when I think he just naturally just got up, which I'm just like, damn, I don't know how you got up.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, I think it was just natural. Like what's that? What do they call that in the Army, Spartan? Like, yeah, the adrenaline, dude. Like where you watch dudes get shot, like for real, like into 4 or 5 times and just keep going, like, and then all of a sudden you're like, dude, look at you, and they're like, what? Oh, like, yeah, bro, like you said,
I know it's not, Buffalo related, but I mean, look, there's incidents where you see certain hits or stuff like that happen in other sports. You're like, I don't know how the guy, like, the perfect example is the Undertaker Mankind Hell in a Cell match when Taker threw him off the cell and then threw him. Like, I don't know how Mick Foley's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But in the same thing, I was like, Tom Brady got up, and I'm like, I don't know how the guy's still functioning.
For a quarterback like Tom Brady, that's a pretty tough hit to take and stand back up from.
And then the other hit that happened in a Buffalo sporting event was the Brian Campbell when he played for the Sabres. He just absolutely rocked the one dude.
Yeah.
But
I say Lawyer Malloy, Takeo Spikes, they used to have a lot of big hit plays. Josh Allen, I remember that first ever hurdle against Minnesota. That will always stick in my head. Ella was a baby at the time. I was holding her in my arms. We lived in like a crappy 1-room rundown apartment. And I was watching, Tashina was at work. I had Ella, I had her in my arms. She was asleep. And Allen took off and hurdled that dude for Minnesota. And I was like, oh, my fucking God. And she woke up. I was like, oh, it's okay, baby. Shh. And then the next play, he, dumped it to Shakir or Singletary. And Singletary took it for, 50. I was like, oh, my fucking God. And then I was like, oh, shit.
I mean, that was the start of the Josh Allen.
Yeah, man. That hurdle against Minnesota. Or everybody, it's not. I mean, it's for us. But when they say we broke the drought, the Bengals broke it for us. I remember watching that play literally like it was yesterday, live, seeing that dude catch it, hit that spin move like on Madden, and I was like, oh, he's about to get laid out spinning like that, and all of a sudden he was gone. I was like, oh, and all I see every time is just Kyle Williams, is everybody in that Bills locker room going nuts, like holy shit, oh man.
So I moved to Orlando from Buffalo in 2014, and that was in 2017. That was the first time I had decided to go to the Bills-Dolphins game in Miami. And, man, I remember, okay, so the Bills did their part. They won the game. Shady got I think he broke or sprained his ankle. But I was like, hey, we did our part. Now we just need – and everything else went wrong for the other teams to win. So I'm like, looking at it. Okay, so the Bengals beat the Ravens. We get into the playoffs. The Bengals, I think, the Ravens go down and score and take a lead. And like, all right. But I remember sitting in the one corner of the stadium, and it's just filled with Bills fans. And normally they close the bar, about just like in Buffalo, about halfway through the third quarter. Well, they reopened the bar, and we're all just sitting there watching this game. And when Dalton threw the pass and the dude ran it down, I'm like, oh my, it was insane.
Yeah.
Joey Hatch, there was a comment back ways. He brought up the most recent incident where, let's be honest, Brandon Cooks caught the damn ball.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
I got one on the same DeMar Hamlin thing. Are you ready? Evan Everett.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got carted off the field and I can't remember how soon after it was, but it like maybe I think it was the same season. They carted him onto the field and he walked off the field. And they
Fuck
said he
Adam.
would
Tell
never
your mom
walk
to come.
again, but it was because of the medical team
Yeah.
with that cold therapy or whatever.
Well, what's
saved
funny
him, was able to walk again.
for them to do, because they had the cold saline for that, but it had never been used
Yeah,
for
in that-
anything at that point.
Yep.
And so
Yeah.
for them to just say, you know what, it's either going to help him or he's not walking again. Either way. Well, and the problem is they weren't even sure he was going to live through the night.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then to see him go on the ESPYs months later and actually walk out and everything, I'm like, dude, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he said when he was going through his therapy, he said, "I will walk off of an NFL field again."
Oh yeah, and it was at the end of that season he did
Yeah,
that same thing. He walked out, did the coin flip, and then walked back out. Yeah.
yeah, it was. Adam said it. It was the first game of the season. It was like the first fucking play. It
Yeah.
was insane. Like I remember, he just went limp.
Yep.
Like it was scary.
Well, it was
Obviously,
one
just as scary as obviously DeMar Hamlin. Like no one knew
It
what was going
one of
on.
It was one of those incidences where you just watch the hit and you're like, when you watch it live, it's like it really didn't look that bad. But then when you watch the slow replay of it, that's when it starts to go, okay, this is bad.
Yeah.
When you
You
watch
literally watch his arms fall.
well, you watch when he makes contact, his neck and head compressed. That's supposed to happen.
That snow game Adam's talking about against San Fran, that's the one me, Swank, Scott, I think Josh Cook and a couple other people, Tashina we all went to. That was the one where he threw – I remember in time, like it was slow motion still. Like he threw it, and we were up like in the first row of the 300s where Amari Cooper caught it and then lateraled it back to him, and then he took it in for the touchdown. Like, dude, that play – there were so many plays that night that were just like – and then the one Josh Cook or James Cook took off. But we were about to get, I don't know, smacked or lose, but we weren't doing too hot in that game until Christian McCaffrey got hurt. We were sitting there like, damn, this is going to be one of them nights. It was freezing cold, snowing, like a negative weather. Like we had a bonfire at the rally. That game, and then the Pittsburgh game in the snow where we had to go shovel the seats out for the playoff game. Actually, this cup right here, that's where I got this AFC East champs, the Steelers. What the hell was that? 2023. That feels like it was yesterday. I just told Spartan last night too, or you guys in the group chat, I was like, man, I'm like, when we were talking about Anthony and them, I'm like, man, I'm feeling like I'm ready for a tailgate. All the tailgates we went to this year, meeting a bunch of I got more autographs in person and met more people, having Steve Tasker come up to us at the tailgate like that. That's just a personal one for me.
You're welcome, Corey.
He was coming to see me. He didn't even know who you were, bro. He was coming. He was like, "Oh my God, Corey Teed, I heard you were here." he heard me and Bill's lad was about to get married, bro. He was like, "Oh, I heard there's a wedding going on. What's up?"
So, bringing up epic moments in Buffalo sports, we haven't touched it yet, and I think we need to. The no goal.
Yep, no goal.
Yep.
Look, so I was looking at it, and I was watching for the last couple of days when we decided to do this episode like this. I watched players talk about it, and did you know that in that year they had the most overturned goals for players being in the crease than any other year in the NHL? And yet, the one time when it was blatantly obvious, they didn't call it.
Mm-hmm.
My feeling is it was the third overtime, and the officials just said, you know what? I don't want to be here anymore. Let it stand. truly to this day believe that's what happened because there is no angle that you will show of that replay of that goal where his foot is not in that crease.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the next no goal where the puck literally went in through the side of the net, and you have Hasek sitting there screaming. He's like, that puck should not have gone in the net. There's no way. Then they find the hole, and they still don't overturn. So,
Right.
I know you as a Ranger fan were probably happy either way, but
That's why I was like, I ain't even gonna say nothing because hey, sucks to suck. I'm surprised we haven't brought up any Bandit. You know what? I got a memory when the Nighthawks smashed the Bandits about 15, 16. When the Bandits won the series all last year, champs, blah, blah. And then the first game against the Nighthawks this year got smacked like 27-0 or something. Just saying. That's a Buffalo moment.
I got a feel good one.
Okay.
I got a feel good. What was it? About 3, maybe 4 years ago, the perfect game.
That was a playoff game too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Against New England.
I was at the Mafia House tailgate and then went somewhere else to watch it. And I'll tell you, that was a cold ass night too. That was cold, but it was pretty awesome.
well, I mean, you got to if you're gonna go the positive ones, then you definitely got to bring up the game that that swear to God 4 million people attended was the Oilers comeback game.
Here you go. I got to show you guys something.
That's why I love. Hold on, real quick.
Anthony just sent me this. Ready?
Huh.
Dwayne Carter with our shirt, baby.
Yeah, son. Yo, let me fuck around and see him wearing that thing on a video on ESPN or something this off season during a workout or something, bro. I swear to Christ, bro. Speaking of what Pat was just saying, that's one thing I love about this coin from being at the last game we got. It literally mentions that it says I was there, whereas Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park only has a capacity of only 70,000 spectators, and whereas history has shown that at least 10 times that number will claim to have been in attendance at the final regular season game. I love how they said history has shown. Being known, this card has been given to only those persons actually passing, they put that in, through the portals of the home of the Buffalo Bills. Oh, shit. I love how they nicely said that history has shown that at least 10 times that amount will have sworn to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, look, how many other NFL teams can sit there and say they've had 4 million people at a game?
I mean, that's a Buffalo moment. I mean, it's one of those things like, I mean, TV, all that, but everyone had their moment at home. But like, unless you were in that stadium, man, like me, Spartan, my brother, nobody wanted to leave. Nobody wanted. You just stood there, man, for like an hour afterward, just looking, just looking.
As the oldest member of this panel, do you recall at any point when you ever talk about the comeback game, has anybody ever actually admitted to actually being one of the people that actually left the game? Because I've never found somebody that wants to admit they left. But we all know you're out there.
There's a lot of them out there.
Right. I've never heard anybody say that, man.
I think it would be cool for somebody to just have the balls to go, you know what? I was one of the morons that got up and left.
Yeah.
And again, it's in the middle of winter. You can't really blame them. There's nobody that was thinking the Bills were coming back in that game, let's be honest. I mean, we've all made mistakes of leaving early. I mean, I did it against the Ravens this year.
My bad, Joey. I'll be out. I might be out there this weekend, dude. I'll stop and grab it. What about, since we had him on the show, we have to mention then, remember Pinto Ron talking about cutting up the goalpost? He said, you don't storm with the first wave because that's the dogs get you. Then the second wave, the cops get you. Go with the third wave. And then you even hear Steve Tasker in some of those videos, that one thing they did about the end of the stadium there this year. Even he mentioned it. He's like, I still got a chunk of the goalpost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anthony's in the comments on YouTube.
See
So, yep. Thank you for delivering Dwayne our BWO shirt. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I showed everybody.
Appreciate
the
it, brother.
Hope he likes it.
So look, Adam's got one of those. Adam's got one of them stories. My dad and uncle were on their way out, but my uncle had to stop to piss, and they got that pic, and they decided to say, just like you decided to, just like them wings weren't too hot, right, bro? It's the size, not the heat, my boy.
So, Anthony, I'll ask the question. You said you were there when you were 12 years old. Did you walk out of the stadium with your parents? Come on, be honest.
Yeah, right, bro. We was bums back then, bro. Your parents, it didn't matter. You had to stay. You couldn't afford them tickets.
Well, that's like you're 12 years old. I mean, I don't think it would have been your fault that you got up and left. Your parents probably said, "We're going." But, I mean, and then it's bittersweet moment, but it would be remiss if we did talk about the Don BB rundown.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I'll be honest with you. We had nothing to play for in that game. He didn't have to do it, but the fact that we were getting slaughtered and he still did it. I mean,
I was wondering what the heck you got excited about.
it's the rundown. Signed by Mr. BB himself.
One of those shirts, Corey. What do you want? A BWO shirt, you're saying? Yeah, I really.
yeah, we'll work
Come on, that. You talking about my drug rug? No.
Maybe both. I think if we got Joey Hatch a BWO shirt, we got to get some of the best lines from Joey, like Brandon Cook's 800 passing yards or receiving yards in a game.
Receiving yards.
We got to put some of that on the back for Joey.
No, I just have to Venmo you or Spartan to have them made up because I always forget, dude. I never remember shit, man.
Yeah.
Anthony wants to join the live.
Send it.
Cat's got to send the link.
That's what I just said. Send it.
All right.
So what about
What
about these picks they're talking about? What do you guys think about that?
Hold on, before we do that, Smart, if you want to invite him, just go on to the group page that I sent him, hit the arrow, and then send it to him through Messenger.
Copy, search. He don't do Facebook. I thought it's what is
No,
it?
he's not on Facebook. No, he wants to be on camera.
I jizzle.
I got his email, but I'll send it to you, Pat. I can't do it. I don't have the access. I'm just a.
He don't have He don't get on Facebook like that.
All right, well, send me his email, see if I can.
The new stadium, the Pinto Ron ketchup and mustard. What do we got? Wide right, 14 seconds. Even that's a shitty moment, but you can talk about that one. I don't know. We've had a lot, man. 4 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah.
The 4 Falls of Buffalo.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is Trifalo? I was like, oh, that's his. Never mind. What the fuck are you doing? I mean, we've even had It's funny we're a WWE and Bill show because we've had WWE superstars on our roster. Gable.
So, I don't know. A whole lot of people watched it, but I think a memorable moment. He's a former pro wrestler. He's now in the WWE Hall of Fame, and there's videos of it. Lex Luger, who should be paralyzed for the rest of his life, a couple months ago was actually up and walking.
Thanks to DDP.
DDP
needs to be said as a Buffalo sports moment because obviously he's not walking perfect, but for a guy that should never be walking again. I think that's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
For people to go, you can knock yoga all you want, but man, look, I've seen things that DDP has done with yoga for certain people like him, Butterbean, Jake the Snake Roberts. The first one he did with the military guy that lost like 600 pounds. I mean, it's an incredible thing to do. So I think Diamond Dallas Page definitely gets credit pushing that, and I think it's amazing what he was able to do, especially getting Lex to walk again.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, he almost had Scott Hall drug free, and that's saying something. All right, Spartan, any other moments that pop into your brain that we haven't mentioned?
I'm old. I can't remember everything. I mean, we talked a lot. There was a lot. Buffalo has a lot of.
Poncho, man, he became a huge thing. Like, he became like the big number one super fan, man, like overnight, and then did the draft pick call. That's another one.
Is that Poncho?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
And we can bring it up real quick. Joey mentioned it earlier in the show. The 13 seconds.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I still love Josh Allen's response at the award show, though.
Huh.
When they were talking about the overtime, and he was like, I mean, we could make it so that way it's fair, and each person.
Yeah, right.
That was the best.
True. They changed it, though.
They did. A lot of rules changed. It's I guess it's bittersweet. A lot of the rule changes that have happened recently are because of what happened in Buffalo.
I know a lot of people wanted that rule change, and they were mad that that's the reason why. I wasn't mad that we lost that way. Look, the rule was the rule at the time. Look, in overtime, if you have the ball first, you go down and score a touchdown, game's over. I mean, that's how overtime always was. It was whoever scores first wins. Sudden death.
Right.
It sucked that we didn't have the chance for the ball, but then again, you had to just keep them from going 75 yards and scoring a field goal, and you had 13 seconds to hold them from doing that, and you couldn't do that to prevent overtime. So at that point, I was like, well, we deserve to lose this game. And what's even worse is Josh Allen pitched one hell of a comeback multiple times in that game. And yet, it was another one of those games where we said the defense just let everybody down again.
Soft ass prevent defense.
So, again, it's one of the things that we hate to say, but one of the things that got McDermott out the door.
Mm-hmm.
It probably should have happened then, but
couple of playoff losses, we could have had him gone. Gabe Davis needs some credit. Oh, yeah, that game against the Kansas City Chiefs.
4 touchdowns. I got that jersey, too.
James Cook setting the record this year.
2024, 4 touchdowns. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and then what's scary is, so we talk about that game is what pretty much got Leslie Frazier out the door. Are you aware that Leslie Frazier now has a Super Bowl ring?
Mm-hmm.
He just won it with the Seattle Seahawks as their assistant coach. So, and that defense looked pretty damn good. I know he wasn't their coordinator, but don't tell me as this assistant coach he didn't have a say in that defense. So, I kind of feel like it was more McDermott over Leslie Frazier at this point.
Yeah.
And Adam,
we should not bring things back.
Adam's so like 7 or 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock. What the hell? We talked about that like the first thing. And you know what I say about Diggs there, Adam? Same thing I say about you. Fuck that guy.
He couldn't handle, just like Adam Diggs couldn't handle the heat. He had to leave, bro.
It wasn't the heat; it was the size.
Yeah. It wasn't because I wasn't getting the ball, I swear.
So, speaking of free agency a little bit, I know there's always rumbling. We talked about it in the pre-show of a potential move we could do. It sounds like the Philadelphia Eagles are in the market of trading A.J. Brown. And it doesn't sound like they're asking for a whole lot. The one thing I saw on NFL.com, it sounds like they want almost a Quentin Williams type deal, what they did with the Jets to Dallas. I'll be honest with you, if that's the case, I'd offer him the 3rd round pick and Ed Oliver for A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
And then use some of the money we have left over and go sign a guy as free agent like Mike Evans. Could you imagine Josh Allen having Mike Evans and A.J. Brown to throw the ball to?
Yeah. And then everyone will be like, well, you got rid of Ed Oliver. Okay. We still have our first pick, like we talked about earlier. Our first pick at like 26 or something, mid-20s. That is that's like getting a quarterback pick 1, getting a defensive tackle. There's so many solid D tackles that at that note, you're going to get a stud. So if not the same level as Ed Oliver, which might actually, he could probably stay healthier, knock on wood.
I mean, that's the thing. Look, we've seen Ed Oliver have glimpses of being good, but it's not been consistent. So, and I get the injuries are in there too. I mean, we still don't know. We still don't know what happened that made him miss 5 weeks. We know he got his foot stepped on. He says it was by a player, right?
Yeah.
Doubt 100%. Yeah. But regardless of which, I mean, you move on from Ed Oliver. Okay, you free up a lot of cap space by doing so. So that could also factor into the potential of signing a guy like Mike Evans. But, I mean, look, I still think we need to have that veteran wide receiver. So it either has, in my opinion, it has to be Mike Evans or bring back Brandon Cooks. And then try to get one in free agency and then draft one. You had a couple of draft prospects that you wanted to talk about with wide receiver, Corey.
Yeah, the one that, I mean, they've been talking about him a little bit, but that Casey Concepcion, he was like the I mean, not that it matters, but he was like the combine winner. He didn't even do a 40 time because everyone, it was one of those things he's supposed to have one of the top things. All he focused on was the skills aspect of it. But he's like that solid big guy. I didn't write down his height. Now I feel bad. Yeah, he's only 21. He's 5'11", 190 pounds. He's that, like, if you watch his highlights, man, he's pretty much that receiver we need in Buffalo that can, like, break away, that gets those short catches and then takes them for yards or just has that afterburn speed on him. So, I mean, he's a potential one that we could get late. He's not one of, like I said, he's not one of the top guys, top 2 or 3, but he's like top 5 or 6 or something like that. I don't remember exactly, so I don't want to be wrong on that. But there's also a couple, like I said, a few other ones, but I think him overall with his size is what we need. He's like what we wanted in who's that kid that we have now? That's an idiot. The jacket boy.
Oh, Coleman.
Yeah, he's like what we wanted in Coleman, but better.
I mean, I saw the reports that the Bills were going to be meeting with one dude, and this is the guy that has ACL issues. Like, we have enough problems with injured players as it is. I don't want to see us bring in another guy that's injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing we need to do. That's our excuses every year. Is the defense let down? Oh, it's due to the injuries. Well, stop bringing injured-prone players in. We wouldn't have the problem. Or as Spartan said, bring in a better conditioning coach.
Yeah.
Oh no, he is the one. Yeah, that is him. That concept. He does have the ACL, the torn meniscus.
Yep.
Yep. And they said he still proceeded to be a first round. Yeah, never mind. I don't want to. That's all we do. That seems like that's all we do the last few years is pick guys that were like supposed to be good and then had an injury and never pan out.
Yeah. And look, I get it. Every GM throughout the league and throughout the time, look, you're going to have guys that you're going to take a chance on. It's just going to be an absolute. You're not going to hit a home run with every single guy you draft. Bill Polian definitely didn't hit a home run every single time. But look, you've already. Like, I know they've gone out and said that the emphasis isn't Joe Brady going to win a Super Bowl this year. You fired McDermott because he put us there. The emphasis is Joe Brady has to get us there. So you need to look. Honestly, Brandon Beane, I don't know how you're going to do it, but in order to get some of the fans back on your side, you're going to have to swing for the fence in this offseason and in this draft. No more playing cute. No more, well, we like this guy.
Yeah, no more home names that are like halfway decent or like they've been around for a while and they're good, but they can't stay healthy, or they're good, but they're getting older. Like, I love Dawkins, but he's getting up there. Like, he ain't going to be around for a while. Milano, he's good, but he can't stay healthy. Like,
and not a shot at Coleman, but to avoid the Coleman draft situation to happen, let's be honest. We sat waiting, hoping that Brian Thomas Jr. was going to land to us right before our pick. And I still, to this day, think Brandon Beane panicked, had no other plan, and first traded back and got the 32nd pick. Okay, we're still in the first round. And then trades again with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's like, and then we end up with Coleman, which, okay, at the time I wasn't mad about it. But I was like, really? You knew the Jags were going to take somebody like Brian Thomas. So if you knew that already, you need to get ahead of these teams. I'm not saying you got to move from the 20th spot to the 5th draft spot. That's a lot of money you got to spend. But move up 1 or 2 spots.
Yeah. And now there's potential that we're going to, like, they said that he's a potential guy that Buffalo's looking at now.
Of course it is.
I mean, it depends on what we do in the offseason. Like, if we get an A.J. Brown and Mike Evans, fine, take a chance on the kid. Because he's just going to sit and learn from those guys first.
Right.
But so you have to nail this. I still think you need to pick up somebody in free agency or a trade along with draft.
You have to get a playmaker. Like you said, you have to hit free agency. And I don't care if it comes down to something where you end up having to trade your top 3 picks and a player or something. You need this year to bring in a number 1 wide receiver for Josh Allen. We tried the QT. Even I was on board with it at first. You know what? Maybe having a solid 1 receiver is cool, because then we have all these guys. They don't know who to cover, what to do. No, it was proven that they found out, hey, we really don't have to cover the receivers. Just cover these 3-4 guys on thing. And other than that, everyone else just hang out. So if we don't make some, like you said, some crazy ass move and stop making these, well, this kid was injured, but he has potential, or this guy's this, but he has potential. No, man, make a fucking move and get one of these guys in free agency before someone else does for once.
Well, again, we've talked about it before in the show. The reason that everybody eats mentality worked in 2024 was where you still didn't have the number 1 wide receiver, but you had wide receivers that could actually move and get down the field. You had Mac Hollins that had speed. You brought in Amari Cooper that had speed. So you had guys that can get down the field. You did not have the guys with speed last year until you brought Brandon Cooks in. The problem was Brandon Cooks came in and had to learn a whole playbook. But by the time he started figuring out is when he started getting good with us. So, but that's the thing. If you're not going to have speed, everybody eats mentality doesn't work. Because now that they realize that, they're like, we don't need to double team the wide receivers. They can't get down the field. So let's send the house after Josh Allen.
Yep.
So, that's the one thing we got to get. We got to get the speed. And
And then that opens back up Shakir for his game plan because there was kind of times I feel like in the beginning of the season we were looking at him as a wide receiver one, which he's great, but he is not. He is one of the best slot receivers I feel in the NFL. We've taken him away from that.
if the wide receiver has speed and he's got to draw double coverage just to keep up with them, that's what keeps a guy like Shakir and the slot guys open. That's where Keon Coleman will come in to play and actually be productive. But none
Smells
of that
like
matters.
bear shit up in here.
Well, better late than never, right?
I think they went live tonight too for their first one, or they're about to.
So Spartan, what's your
Or yesterday.
take on some of this free agent move?
I don't know. I don't pay attention. I ain't gonna lie. I have
How's
not.
McGovern gonna hurt us, Adam? He's fucking hurt all the time, bro.
I
He's a
haven't
bum.
watched the combine. I don't watch the combine at all. I just listen to Scuttlebutt, which is rumors for those that don't know. And I pay attention to what's going on, but right now it's too early. I'm not gonna say we're going one way or another. I'm gonna wait to see what plays out closer to the draft, because right now it's all speculation. You know, would I like us to bring in somebody like A.J. Brown? Yeah, but are we going to?
No.
Probably not.
We're gonna keep getting a bunch of what ifs and half
We're gonna trade out of the first round. I'm gonna stay up half the night, get pissed off, and go to work the next day without a draft pick.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
All right, folks, we'll do some quick final thoughts. Wrap this up for the evening.
Yo, check out our boy Will real quick. Shout out to him. I know he's a Bears fan. We'll throw it out there real quick for him. He was a guest on here a couple weeks back, so him and his bud. So they're going live. Their show starts back up for the season tomorrow. So any Bears fans out there that are I feel like Bears fans are just wannabe Allen and Bill fans. So like Caleb Williams is just riding the coattails of Josh Allen. He's all right, he's all right. He ain't no Allen. I'm fucking with Will, bro.
They have a good coach.
No, man, the Bears, they're going to be a solid team this year. Well, like you said, you never know what happens in the offseason, so who knows?
We still owe them a case of beer.
If we just keep carrying it till the next season, there's the Bills-Bears game coming up. We could double down on the bet.
When we were going to give them the case.
But then I'm scared to double down on the bet because depending on what we do this year, what the Bears do this year, like we might get smacked that game. That might be one of them circle games like we might not win.
Well, what if we change it? So last year's bet was the Bears had to make the playoffs. Well, they did that. They not only did that, they won their division, which is something I didn't think they were going to do. But what if we made the bet every year? The team that does the best in the finishes the regular season at a better spot gets the case of beer.
Heck yeah. Oh, yeah, Andy's coming back next week. That's right.
I totally missed it. What's going on?
So we were going to have Will on next week when we do ours.
No, something about beer.
Oh,
I heard beer.
Oh, we were talking about how we owed him beer.
Oh, Corey owes him beer.
My man was taking a nap right there, bro. What the fuck were you doing, Spartan? This dude just passed out.
I was texting Anthony because he said he was trying to eat at like 8:50 something. He was like, "Give me 2 minutes. I just got home." And I texted him. I said, "Hey, FYI, we're almost done."
Fucking bum. I love you, Anthony. That's my boy right there.
It was like 10 minutes ago.
we can get him on next week if he wants as well, but we'll have Will and we have Anthony. We need 2 people to replace Buffalo Spartan next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Tell him we'll have him on. Well, we should wait and have him on Spartan since he knows him.
Any final thoughts? Mark?
Well, you know him now too, Corey.
Yo, he's one of the realest people I ever met, dude.
Mhm.
I fucks with Anthony. We'll gladly make that annual beer bet. I would too with that trash ass fucking Bears team, bro. No.
All right, Martin, you got any final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up some WWE because you know what? Spartan had another call out.
Uh-huh.
What was
Oh
it?
my god, bro, yo, end the stream. End the fucking stream.
Danhausen.
Bro, I had a call out. Time out. Who called it out that was like, hey, Seth really ain't injured. He's about to show up at the end, curb stomp somebody.
That's not the call I thought you were using for it. Okay.
Hey, all I gotta say is I called mine. Like this is like the
Dude,
fourth
that was
time
the
I called
lamest
mine.
build up for some freaking, I almost said the FAGGOT word on live. That was some build up for the lamest freaking guy ever. Bro. I've never seen this dude before.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what they need to do with Danhausen, dude, is bring him in with R-Truth.
That would be
Danhausen is a comedy. He's a comedy like R-Truth. Bring
Oh,
him
yeah.
in with R-Truth, dude.
yeah, that would be
Go up and see him go, hey, Sting, how's it going?
Yeah. No, I want him to go up to R-Truth and say, "Hey, John Cena."
yeah.
There he is.
Ah, there he is.
What up?
Mafia!
Mount up.
That's my dog. What's up, boys? How you guys doing?
Up.
Good.
I'm literally just getting home. I was with Dwayne Carter. I'm like, I couldn't jump on and drive at the same time. Be safe.
Not.
Corey
Why
does.
not? I'm not multitask. You know, I can't do it like Dan.
I don't do that. It's
I don't have an extra hand that grows out of my ass.
oh,
And
That's
I
part
can't
of
hold my
Spartan.
beer at the same time either.
That's part of Spartan's costume. He pushes a button on it and it.
I'll be honest with you. Wherever he got it from, I want it.
Well, before we get into you with this, I want to give a final thought real quick. I'm gonna put him on the spot again. Happy birthday, Spartan! I know it's not till Friday, but we won't see you until then. So,
I didn't hear you. You broke up real quick.
oh, I said happy birthday to Spartan. His birthday is Friday. You know, one of the few remaining people that remembers Pangea. So,
We should wait and go live
Can
Thursday.
you see
next
me now?
no,
No. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Or gooder?
better.
Or gooder? Hold on. Get this on. I'm in the man cave.
There
All
you
right.
go.
That's even more gooder.
I'm in the man cave.
Even more gooder.
Oh, there you go, Spartan. Will's birthday.
So, boys,
He's 50.
no, Dwayne Carter sends his love.
We saw that.
He
Yeah,
definitely.
photo of him with that shirt, dude.
Yeah.
The first thing I said, I was like, man, let me see this dude on ESPN highlight or something rocking a BWO shirt during a workout.
That's what I said too. He goes, "Don't worry." He goes, "I'll be rocking the shit out of this." But yeah, I just wanted to come on and say what's up, boys, and I look forward to seeing you guys for the new season. And Montrose Army's probably going to have a new home where we tailgate. So
Well, hey, listen, while we got you, Corey and I were going to do a show next week because next week, Wednesday, is the first day of free agency kicks off. Spartan has a prior obligation, so he won't be here. We do have Will from the Bears Boys joining us, so if you'd like to join, I'll send you.
Yeah,
I'll send
no
you
doubt. What time you guys thinking?
8 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah. Next week.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Most stuff. I might even be able to get a special guest with us.
Oh boy.
Oh, snap.
We'll
Well,
let
he
you
was
leave
supposed
that.
to join us. He was supposed to go on with my son and Dwayne and shit, but
Oh,
I know what you're talking
LA.
Yeah.
LA Knight.
Captain. That's Captain Lorenzo Alexander to you.
Yes, sir.
That would be, but like I said, I'll send the link to you.
You guys, you see the background, right?
That is awesome.
That's sick.
Oh,
It's my dog right there.
Yeah, I'll send the link to you and Will on about 7:30, and then we'll go from there.
So, what do you guys think about the vandalism at the stadium?
they're pieces of shit.
People just had to ruin everything.
What do you think? What do you think about Mark Poloncarz using the LBGTQ,
Dude.
which isn't true?
Right.
Because I know exactly what was spray painted there. My buddy's been there. He's a 15-year iron worker. I got another guy that's a carpenter there. I got a painter there. I did all the construction work on the old stadium. So I'm privy to some certain information that some other. So what I heard that there was a bunch of, what ram board is, right? It covers a protectant for flooring, right?
Yeah.
So apparently they lifted up all the ram board that was on all the flooring, covering up all the flooring to protect the new flooring. They rolled it all up, and then they spray painted a bunch of dicks, and then they clear coated them on there, and then they rolled the ram board back down, so people wouldn't. You don't know. You know what I mean? You're flying blind here. So when you roll that ram board back up, you're gonna be surprised by a big ass penis.
That'd be a nice little
And
ride.
then certain areas, I heard certain areas where they're restricted, that were 100% completed. They had spray paint thing, "We will not be silenced," "Fuck ICE," fuck Trump, and whatnot. So,
Fucking people are stupid, man.
you know what? I don't think it's stupid. I think they're just ignorant. I
Yeah.
think they're misinformed. I think they're too involved. They're too invested in hate. If you let something control your hate, control you that much, it's going to cloud your judgment. It's going to cloud your perception, your perspective. It's going to, I love how they try to blame Trump for all this Jeffrey Epstein shit when the past 10 administrations already knew about Jeffrey Epstein and did fucking nothing.
Right.
So there's that. That just goes to tell you what I want to remind people. It's people seem to forget. It's I pledge allegiance to the United States of America, one nation under God. It's one nation. There's no Republican. There's no Democrat. I'm American first and foremost. So,
Hell
I
yeah.
love my veterans. I love my first responders. I love my fucking police. I love everything that America stands for in regards to, freeing people from tyranny, freeing people from, just dictatorships. And it just, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't understand how people have gotten so far away from that.
I do have an update real quick too. FYI for those that know Bill Vader, he is currently over in Kuwait.
He was just in a bunker last night.
Yeah, he's safe and sound. So he did provide a post if you guys didn't see that.
Yeah.
He is safe.
Yeah.
So, he's still in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, that's he's one of the originals from Pancho's Army. He was one of the first people that I asked, because of who he is and what he represents as a person, as a father, as a friend, as a mentor, and as a Bills fucking fan. He'll say the same thing I am, and you'll say the same thing too, Dan. I don't say super fan. I'm not a fucking super fan. I choose to celebrate differently, and I'm no more super than Corey. I'm no more super than Pat. I'm no more super than you. I choose to represent differently, and we're all in it for the same message and the same meaning, and it's tough. But I did hear the people who did do the spray painting were working for an elite. Yeah, you take that for what you want, but that's not good.
Yeah.
I ain't saying no names and none, but that's kind of fucked up. They're saying, he's a really good friend of mine, and I know if he knew anything about this, he would freak the fuck out. He's a Hall of Fame running back, and I know he don't stand for that shit as a person, because I know him and his whole family, and they're a part of Pancho's Army, and that's from what I've heard.
Yeah.
that like his workers were involved, and which I'm not going to say for 100% certain, but I hate even saying it now because I don't have 100% certification on that. But how's everything else going with you boys?
Good. So
I'm ready.
You know that's the biggest lie men say, right? I'm good.
Yep, we're okay.
That's
I'm
why I
okay.
didn't even say that. I just said I'm ready for football. I'm ready for
all right,
football.
well, we're gonna wrap it up. So
I just want to give one more shout out to Dwayne Carter and everybody in BWO. Our meat raffle for Pancho's Army is June 27th. Sal Capaccio is going to be there. Steve Tasker is going to be there. Dwayne Carter, a bunch of other players. Thurman Thomas is coming. The mayor of Buffalo. It sells out every year. I believe that BWO has their own table there. I believe they're going to do a podcast there. I believe, right? From my understanding.
I won't be there, unfortunately.
Well, maybe Corey and Pat will.
I'll be there.
Yeah. No, it's a great time. It really is.
Unfortunately, it's the day of my anniversary. So.
Bring her.
Well, your wife got 100 anniversaries to go. 100 before this, bro. Love you, Terry. If you in the comments, just playing, girl. Just playing.
Nah, but all I can say is that just shows the type of man Dan is.
Yeah, man.
Not only does he have his priorities straight, but he doesn't like sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
Neither do I. I got 18 years marriage, boy, so I ain't stupid either. But thanks for having me on, man. Like I said, I just wanted to stop on and say hi and promote you boys, man, because you guys are.
Brother.
And next Wednesday, you can count me in. I'll definitely be there if you guys, if I can get a special guest, I'll get him on here.
Appreciate it, dude. We appreciate everything you do
And
for us.
I honestly think you guys should do. You guys really need to friggin' venture out and do more than just Wednesdays. You guys are an eclectic group. I tell you that.
I'll say a lot of other ones are still in their off season. They ain't even doing anything yet.
Yeah, but you guys do more than that. You guys do wrestling. You guys tap into a bunch of other stuff other than just Oh, speaking of that, did you guys ever ask Dwayne his favorite wrestler? Because I did today.
we did not, but we did get his entrance.
Who was it?
His entrance theme, but
I'm
that
not
was-
telling you.
It's got to be
Take a guess.
Mark
Now
Henry.
remember, he's 25 years old.
Oh, yeah, he's only 20.
So I need a hint real quick. Is it a current guy or is it someone that's gone?
I think with the 25-year-old age, should have put it right where it needed to be.
Is it Roman Reigns?
No.
Don't tell me CM Punk.
No.
You got to be the Seth Rollins guy.
I'll be honest, I don't know. He didn't tell me. I was just fucking with you. I know.
I would have given me and Pat
My
would have sat
favorite
here for
is Ultimate
you would've
Warrior,
had me
baby.
and
Let's
Pat
go.
sit here for 20 more minutes, dude. We would have sat here for another 20 minutes guessing, man. That was funny as hell.
All I know is that's one question I'm gonna ask him: who his favorite wrestler is.
Yeah, man. That's got to be a new thing we ask guests on here, Pat. I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
And they're
there you go.
favorite,
Ultimate
tag
Warrior
team. You got to
now.
do the international. My intercontinental champion it would have to be Rey Mysterio. I think, or Eddie Guerrero.
Who do you think's the greatest? Who's your favorite tag team of all?
My favorite tag team of all. Shit, man. Dude, there's like I can go from the Uso twins. I can go from Ric Flair to the Horsemen. I can go, but man, I'd have to say the Bushwhackers, bro.
Yeah.
And Legion of Doom. Legion of fucking Doom, bro.
Aren't they getting? They're in the Hall of Fame, right, this year?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Demolition
And-
is.
Demolition
What's
is.
his name is going to AJ Styles, I heard.
Yeah.
AJ
Before
Styles.
John Cena. That's crazy.
Yeah.
My favorite tag team, the Rockers.
which version?
You
I
talking
was
about
gonna say
Marty?
which version.
The one with Shawn Michaels or the one with Al Snow?
No, the
You talking about
Rockers.
Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels?
No, Marty Jannetty, and Shawn Michaels, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
It-
How did you
that,
say
or, that or the Killer Bees.
Nah, dude.
Like D. Brian Blair.
Who else? There was what was that other famous group that went around?
The Hardy Boys.
No.
The Dudley Boys.
The
That's
Heart. The Hearts.
The Heart Foundation.
Oh yeah, the Hart Foundation.
Yo, I gotta take this call. This is the Big Tree Inn. I love you,
All
boys.
right,
Go Bills.
brother.
Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Anthony doesn't know how to get off.
We're about to end anyways, right?
Martin.
Martin, you fucked it up. Everyone said go Bills. You didn't say mount up.
Oh.
Go
Mafia.